Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Notion, and my group members are Rania, Renoa, Sania, Liz, and Boa, and we welcome you to Team 20's Cloud Tool solution for the International Travel Agency.
Cloud migration obstacles. While the ITA will be reducing their operational expenses, migrating to the cloud can be risky, time-consuming, and costly process. Usually, workloads need to be migrated one at a time, requiring specialist, highly technical personnel. They may need to be taken out of production, which can cause disruption to the business and impact productivity. However, there is a company that can solve all of these challenges and save the ITA a lot of time and money in the process. Today, we present to you River Meadow Cloud Migration Services. So what is River Meadow? River Meadow is a cloud migration company purposely built to migrate large and complex networks such as the growing international travel agency into and between cloud environments. Their world-class multi-cloud migration platform dramatically reduces the time, cost, and risk associated with moving physical, virtual, and cloud-based workloads into and between public, private, and hybrid clouds. Using this technology will streamline the ITA's operations immensely as they start transitioning to the cloud.
How it works. Their software as a service is a cloud onboarding solution that uses APIs to emulate existing server settings and migrates them into public, private, or hybrid clouds. The automation allows multiple servers and huge workloads to be transferred to the cloud all at the same time, saving time and money for the client. It uses an agentless approach. Migrations are executed without installing any agent on the source or target. Unlike other migration services that uses SNMP, this prevents any disruption to the source server because you do not need to shut down or reboot. River Meadows Cloud Migration is also purposely built to migrate workloads across completely different hypervisors, which would allow the ITA to perform migrations of different workload setups concurrently. In fact, River Meadow has already been deployed by many of the leading cloud infrastructure brands like Cisco, HP, VMware, and Ericsson because of how fast, low risk, and low cost its service is. Now let's take a look at some of its competitive advantages.
Complete cloud onboarding faster. River Meadow Core Cloud Migration is 10 times faster than leading cloud migration services due to a couple of factors. Since the software as a service takes installations, setting up, and deployments out of the equation, it makes onboarding much quicker, as the solution is already set up and ready for you to use. Because of how simple the graphical user interface is created for users, a few clicks is all you need to begin migrating the IT's workstations. There is no need to create separate design VMs, set up VMs, or implement rollbacks. Lastly, due to the built-in automation in the software, there is no need for manual configs, thus saving an extraordinary amount of time so that the organization's network can be up and running in under an hour. Lower onboarding costs. River Meadows Core Migration is 5 times less expensive than manual options. Going back to automation, clients can save costs from testing times and migration time requirements, and the cost for paying specialists and highly skilled personnel to assist in migration disappears due to the fully automated process. River Meadow utilizes a pay-as-you-go financial model, therefore there are no upfront costs or investments in hardware and software. You pay exactly for what you use and when you use it. Additionally, since the migration SaaS tool works with entire server workloads at a time and not individual applications, a lot of time and money is saved as users can avoid having to match specific legacy services and capabilities of those in target clouds. For context, this means not having to worry about updating each OS or software application to its updated version, or finding replacements to offer services if they are not supported in the cloud environment.
Migrating to the cloud with River Meadows Cloud Migration SaaS tool is a very secure approach because 1. there will be zero impact on the source server by avoiding the use of agents and not having to reboot at all. Second, because the APIs that are used create a connection from source to target, which is the point-to-point connection, the data remains 100% behind the firewall, so no traffic and sensitive data is exposed beyond restricted parameters. Lastly, users such as the ITA do not have to encounter any platforms as a service or vendor lock-in so that they can migrate between the cloud and physical environment when needed. Other advanced capabilities that SaaS Migration Tool offers is automated in-place operating system upgrade capability for Windows servers and Linux to help you retire technical debt as part of a migration plan, and post-migration scripting to automate operational readiness tasks such as adding or removal of software and agents.
World-class GUI. The River Meadow user-friendly geographical user interface is the sole tool that the ITA's IT staff will have to deal with during migration. And it's also what our crew will be demonstrating. Target clouds can be built, source servers can be added to a migration library, migration plans can be developed, and migrations can be run and achieved using the GUI. Prior to migration, the ability to automatically collect and view server attributes reduce the chance of users making any accidental errors and speed up the migration process. Simply click Migrate once you've collected and configured the migration using the GUI. The River Meadows platform will take care of the rest.
Hi, my name is Boma Cookie, and today I will be showing you a demo on rapid cloud migration using AWS and Azure. Now we have completed the setup process to multi-cloud and we can focus on running migrations. In this demo, we will be migrating two workloads, LAMP Stack AWS and the .NET application to Azure. Before we add our sources and migrate, we can set up tagging policies at the project level for both AWS and Azure to provide consistency of tagging throughout migration. For the purpose of this demo, I will create a name to use as owner for new instances and VMs integrated into AWS and Azure respectively. Next, we add our two sources we intend to migrate using CSV imports. Let's start the migration process for the Windows source moving to Azure. I'll be picking a single machine for this demo. Up next, we'll choose the target appliance leverage for the migration. In this case, the appliance we deploy to Azure. We'll choose full migration and continue on with the migration profile once migration checks completes. For the purpose of this demo, placement options have already been added to land in Azure, as well as enabling an in-place OS upgrade to the target clone to Windows Server 2016 and IAS 10. Once I am done with this process and done checking the default settings, I will submit the migration for execution. With that migration started, let's start another migration of the LAMP Stack AWS, and this time I will choose the appliance we deployed to AWS and start another full migration. In the migration profile, I will choose AWS specific placement options and start the migration. At this point, both migrations are up and running. We'll take a look in the Azure console to see the progress of our first migration. Here we can see we are creating a VM. Similarly to AWS, we are creating the instance of our migrations. The migration in this case is completed after 15 minutes of runtime. Thanks for watching.